Hi everyone, welcome to Excel Baby Steps. In this video we are going to learn about Excel tables. And now what is a table and why you should use a table? A table is Excel's way of recognizing and handling a bunch of related data. Okay, so here if you remember, this is our monthly expense tracking worksheet where we have entered some data and we have set the border until the 50th row, so we could enter a few more up to 50 cells. But what happens when you have the 51st item? Then you may want to remove the border and then probably extend it all the way up to 100 or something like that, and then set the border again. Now sorry for that. The other things that are probably annoying with this approach of using a standard layout is that growing and shrinking it is the first problem, which I told you just now. The second thing is, in case you are entering some dates and you suddenly remember that on the 2nd of August you spent 1000 rupees on charity which you didn't enter here, so you write that here, and then you want to sort this list so that the 2nd August appears at the right place, not at the end of the list. Now doing that is also not automatic, you have to do it manually. Once you do this, then you have to sort the table using this sort option. Similarly, some other things, for example, if you want to filter all the values against utilities, then you have to apply filters, auto filter, like this filter, and then do it. Of course, we have not discussed any of these things in Excel, but this is where tables come into picture. What you can do is, Excel, you can create a table out of a bunch of values, and then Excel will take care of so many automatic activities like this, sorting, filtering and stuff like that. So let me show you that. Just place your mouse pointer or just select any cell within the range of values, and then go to insert table. Now tables are brand new in Excel 2007. Of course, there were some hint of tables in Excel 2003, but that's not as robust and as clearly defined as it is in 2007. So I click this one and I get a neatly formatted table. Of course, this thing is kind of distorted here, but we can easily fix that. Okay, automatic. So I removed the fill color and font color for those things, so it's now all set. And what we have here is a table style is applied to the data, and the clear advantages at this point for anybody using the tables is that alternative rows are shaded in different colors. So the first one is in the blue, the second one is a dull shade of blue, and then the third one is again blue. So it is very clear to me as I'm looking at this table where the items are, and reading this list of values is easy. Second thing is, as you scroll down, you don't see B, C, D, E, F, G, H like that. You're seeing the actual column names, that is date, what is it that I spent on, category, and how much. So that's a nice incentive for me. The third thing is, I can immediately filter any value that I want. Of course, you cannot see this whole thing, so let me just collapse the ribbon so we get a little more space to play with. And you can filter, for example, all the values in the first 3 days of August. The fourth advantage of using tables is that you can sort the values from oldest to newest to newest to oldest, or in this case A to Z or Z to A, or in this case smaller to larger, large to small. Okay, you can set variety of filters. For example, date filters have a lot of things like next week, this week, last week, this month, and next quarter, and so on and so forth. So a lot of fun things are available. Even number filters, you can say greater than 1000 or less than 500, or show me top 10, or show me the below average items. So that is the basic stuff with tables. Of course, you need not use tables. You could just structure your data in a bunch of cells neatly and then just call it off. But tables have some other advantages too. For example, if I want to add a row after 800, I just tab out. I just press tab key at this position and I come to the first row, and automatically a new row is added for me. So I type 10 August 2010, and the formatting of date is extended automatically, and then I write something like laptop servicing, and then I say utils, I enter 2300, and then the value is there. So as soon as I type something, the formatting gets extended and everything gets nicely applied. So that's the first part. The second part is, had there been any formulas or had there been a chart linked to this data, the moment you add or remove some rows, the chart and formulas get updated automatically. Of course, there is nothing right now, but if there is something, then you can imagine. For example, let me show you. Here, if we have a sum formula, sum of all these values, okay, E3 to E18. I hope it gets extended, by the way. I think we have to give up to E20 because 20 is also part of table now. Something. Okay, so 200 we have entered. Since E20 is part of the range, it was to be considered anyway. So 16 for 241, 16 241. Now if I add something here, let's say 1000. See, the value gets updated automatically. Even though we did not change the reference of this to E21, Excel automatically updated because it knew that this is part of table and the table had a new row. So let me add that to the formula. So this is the beauty of tables. You can add any amount of data to the table and Excel automatically updates the formulas. And if there is a chart showing these values alone in a line, the moment you had 1000 here, the chart would also include that 1000. So that is what it is. I suggest you to play with the tables feature in Excel 2007, because if you are new and if you are starting with Excel, then this is one of the very fun and very easy features to play with. You can select any type of data and apply table formatting, and instantly your data looks good because it has nicely formatted borders and colors and everything looks neat. And the beauty is you can even change the formats to something that you please. For example, you could immediately change this to any of these using table styles, or you can apply any variety of styles. For example, you can choose style like this or something like that, and instantly your data formats change and they look a lot nicer, and it's much more easier for you to present this data to your boss or colleagues without having to do a lot of formatting. So I encourage you to play with this feature. I will provide some links on tables and data formatting so that you can improve your skills and become a intermediate level or advanced level user in Excel using these features. All the best. Thanks. Bye bye.